permission to follow your dreams, because with each step you take, you'll realize you no longer need it. You won't wait for someone else's validation to feel worthy. Instead, you'll know deep in your core that you are inherently worthy, just as you are. This realization shifts everything. You'll begin to notice how much of your energy was spent worrying about how others perceive you. But the truth is, their opinions are theirs to hold, not yours to carry. Embracing your power is about tuning into the wisdom that has always been there, whispering inside you, guiding you. It might be the quiet voice that gently nudges you toward your purpose, or the sudden bursts of intuition that appear when logic fails. It might be the sense of peace you feel when you honor your boundaries, or the rush of inspiration that floods in when you finally admit what you truly want for yourself. That voice, that sensation, that inner knowing, trust it. That trust becomes your compass, guiding you toward the opportunities, relationships, and experiences that align with your highest good. As you continue to grow in this power, you'll also find that your capacity to create change in the world expands. When you stand unapologetically in your truth, you don't just transform your own life, you become a beacon for others. Your energy ripples outward, touching the lives of those around you. Reclaiming your power isn't just about you. It's about contributing to a world that desperately needs more authenticity, more love, and more courageous souls who dare to live according to their deepest values. The truth is, by reclaiming your power, you're not forging something new, you're returning to a state of wholeness, rediscovering what's always been within you. You've always had this strength. Maybe you felt it as a child before the world told you who to be. Perhaps you felt it in moments when you stood up for what you believed in, even when your voice shook. Or in those quiet moments of self-reflection, when you sensed that there was more to life than what meets the eye. This is the power you're reclaiming, the power to be unapologetically, fully yourself, no more shrinking, no more adjusting to fit someone else's mold, no more handing over the reins to forces outside your control. This journey of self-reclamation is vital. It's not about seeking approval or waiting for validation from others. It's about returning to your authentic self and living your truth, no matter what. And by doing so, you inspire those around you to do the same, to step into their own power, to honor their boundaries, to live in alignment with their true selves. So, trust that quiet voice. Believe in your worth. Embrace your authenticity. The world is waiting for you to reclaim your power, not just for yourself, but for the collective. The time for living in your truth is now. This is your moment, your sacred unfolding, your grand act of remembrance. The universe responds to energy, and as you reclaim your power, it shifts and rearranges itself in ways that will astound you. Doors that were once locked will suddenly swing wide open, and connections that once drained you will naturally fade, making room for relationships that nurture and uplift you. Work that once felt meaningless will evolve into purposeful endeavors that align with your soul's calling. As you step into this new phase, you'll begin to notice synchronicities, signs, and flashes of pure magic that will affirm you're on the right path. Chosen one, feel this moment deeply, for you are stepping into the realm of self-sovereignty, where no one dictates your worth but you. Your voice matters, let it be heard. Your dreams are valid, pursue them with passion. Your existence is essential, take up space, for you are meant to be here. The world needs the fully alive, fully empowered version of you. This is your turning point, your reclamation, your rise. And once you remember who you truly are, there's no going back. The illusions that once held you captive will no longer be able to contain your spirit. You are free to stand tall in your truth, free to own your power, and free to lead the life you've always been destined to live. This is your time, chosen one. This is your birthright. This is the moment you reclaim the power that has always been yours. Chapter 5. Writing Your Own Story. Now, chosen one, this is where everything changes. For far too long, you have been living someone else's story, following the scripts others wrote for you, playing roles that were assigned, and living up to expectations that were never truly your own. Maybe it felt safer that way. Maybe you didn't know there was another way to live. But now the pen is in your hands. You are about to write the story you've always wanted to live. So what does your story look like, chosen one? Is it a tale of freedom, abundance, and unshakable joy? Is it an adventure of self-discovery, where you finally step into your true purpose and embrace the life you've always dreamed of? Or perhaps it's a journey of courage and resilience, where you rise above every challenge, creating a life that reflects the deepest desires of your heart. Whatever your story is, know this: you are the author now. No one else gets to dictate your choices, your path, or your destiny. Writing your own story means letting go of the past. It means releasing the doubts, the fears, and the limiting beliefs that once kept you small. Those old narratives, the ones that told you you weren't enough, that you couldn't dream too big, or that you had to follow the rules others set, no longer apply. The pages of your life are blank, and it is you who will write the most beautiful, bold, and unique tale. This is where the true power lies: in choosing yourself, in owning the pen, and in creating a narrative that honors your deepest truth. You get to decide what comes next, and that's the most powerful thing you could ever do. In my view, there's nothing more liberating than stepping into your own authorship. Often we live according to others' expectations because we fear stepping out of line, but once you break free from that, everything becomes possible. The process of writing your own story is both an act of empowerment and an act of self-love. It's the moment you release the need for approval and instead begin living a life of purpose and alignment with your truest self. So let go of the old scripts and take your life into your own hands. Write it, live it, and make it a story you are proud of, one that reflects your fullest potential. You've always had the power to create this life. Now it's time to claim it. As you step into this new chapter of your life, remember this: you're not just rewriting your story, you're breaking free from the old script entirely. For too long, you have allowed the narratives and expectations placed upon you by others to define your journey, but this is your time to let go of what never truly belonged to you. This is not simply about shedding the past, it's about dreaming bigger than you ever thought possible. This is your moment to unlock a vision of yourself and your life that is not limited by fear, doubt, or anyone else's expectations. What do you truly want, chosen one? What does your heart deeply desire? This is the time to embrace those dreams fully and unapologetically. Don't hold back from imagining a life that feels expansive, aligned, and full of possibility. Your dreams are not only valid, they are sacred. They are the compass guiding you toward your highest potential. Now, more than ever, is the time to trust them and trust yourself. Writing your own story is an act of deep self-trust. The path ahead might not always feel clear, and there will undoubtedly be moments when you question your ability to bring your dreams to life. There may be times when the steps forward seem uncertain or even daunting. But chosen one, let me remind you, you already possess everything you need within you. The wisdom, the strength, the creativity, it's all there, waiting to be tapped into. Trust that each step you take, no matter how small it may seem, is bringing you closer to the life you are meant to live. Rewriting your story requires immense courage because it means stepping away from the familiar. It might require saying no to people, opportunities, or habits that no longer align with your vision for your life. It could mean walking a path that others don't understand or making choices that feel uncertain. But remember this: the most extraordinary stories are the ones written with authenticity, bravery, and an openness to the unknown. These stories don't follow the well-worn paths, they carve out new roads. As you craft this new narrative for yourself, take time to reflect deeply on what truly matters to you. What values do you want to embody in every action you take? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? This journey isn't just about setting goals or achieving milestones, it's about creating a life that feels meaningful, purposeful, and aligned with your soul. The process is about discovering what makes you come alive and pursuing it relentlessly. And don't forget to celebrate the journey, chosen one. Every step you take toward writing your own story is a victory in itself. Even the moments of doubt, the detours, and the challenges you face along the way are part of the masterpiece you are creating. These moments add depth, character, and richness to your story. They are proof of your resilience, your courage, and your unwavering commitment to living authentically. In my view, the beauty of rewriting your story is that it allows you to embrace the full spectrum of life, both the triumphs and the setbacks. Each part of the process, from the moment you decide to step into your true potential to the times when you feel uncertain, contributes to the depth and richness of the life you're creating. There is no failure in this journey, only growth. Your story is yours to shape, and every step you take, no matter how challenging, brings you closer to the life you are meant to lead. So dream big, trust yourself, and write your story boldly and with intention. You have the power to create a life beyond your wildest imagination. This new chapter in your life is more than just a fresh start. It's an opportunity to redefine success on your own terms. Forget the standards the world has set for you. The story of your life is yours to create, and success is whatever you choose it to be. Maybe success is about living joyfully, cultivating deep, meaningful relationships, or chasing a passion that makes your heart race. Maybe it's about finding inner peace, making a difference, or simply waking up every morning feeling grateful and fulfilled. Whatever success means to you, honor that vision and let it guide your journey. But remember, chosen one, this story isn't just for you. By stepping into your truth, you're becoming a beacon of possibility for others. Your journey is an inspiration, showing those around you what's possible. You're giving them permission to dream bigger, to break free from their own limiting beliefs, and to rewrite their own stories. The courage you show today will ripple outward, lighting the way for others to follow. Your light is a guide. However, let me remind you of the most powerful part of this journey. This is your story, not your family's, not society's, not anyone else's. You hold the pen and decide the plot, the characters, and the ending. You choose what stays and what goes, what resonates with your soul and what doesn't. This is your chance to live authentically, to honor your deepest desires, and to create a life that feels truly yours. As you continue writing your story, remember it is a masterpiece in progress. There's no rush, no pressure to have everything figured out. The beauty of this journey lies in the unfolding, in the discoveries you make along the way. Trust the process, chosen one. Trust that each twist, each turn, and every chapter is guiding you exactly where you're meant to go. This is your life, your story, and it's unfolding in the most beautiful way. Take a moment and reflect on how far you've come. Can you remember a time when you felt trapped by someone else's expectations? A time when you tried to live up to what others told you was successful only to feel lost and unfulfilled? Now, imagine what it feels like to take that pen back into your hands, to begin writing your own narrative without fear or hesitation. That's the power of reclaiming your life. It's all in your hands, and the journey ahead is yours to create authentically and fearlessly. Chosen one, you've stepped into a brand new chapter of your life, one where your identity has transformed in the most profound and powerful ways. You are no longer the person you used to be, and let me tell you, that is one of the most beautiful things about this journey. The old version of yourself, the one who sacrificed your own needs to meet the expectations of others, the one who questioned your worth and carried the heavy weight of other people's opinions, is no longer the person you identify with. You've shed those layers, broken free from those chains, and have emerged into a new identity, one rooted in self-love, confidence, and an unwavering sense of purpose. This new identity isn't about being perfect. Perfection is an illusion. It's about being authentic, embracing all of the growth and transformation you've gone through, and stepping fully into the radiant being you have become. The strength of your true self is not found in flawlessness, but in your willingness to stand proudly in your truth. You've learned to value yourself, to recognize your worth, and most importantly, to protect your energy and your peace. You've mastered the art of setting boundaries not as walls to push people away, but but as sacred lines that preserve your essence. Saying no when it's necessary is no longer a betrayal of others, it's an act of profound loyalty to yourself. As a result of this powerful transformation, your energy has become magnetic. Have you noticed how the right opportunities, people, and experiences are finding their way to you, almost effortlessly? This isn't luck or coincidence, it's alignment. When you align yourself with your true identity, the universe responds by bringing everything meant for you into your orbit. There's no need to chase or force it. What's meant for you will come naturally when you are in tune with who you truly are. Embracing your new identity also means owning your power unapologetically. You walk into rooms with the quiet, undeniable confidence of someone who knows their worth, someone who no longer seeks validation from external sources because they've already found validation within. You're no longer here to shrink or dim your light to fit into anyone else's mold. You're here to shine boldly, unapologetically, and to stand in the full glory of your truth. The impact of embracing this identity is not only personal, it ripples outward and inspires others to do the same. Every time you show up as your authentic self, you give others permission to do the same. Your courage, confidence, and light serve as an example, encouraging those around you to step into their own power and truth. Your transformation becomes a source of empowerment, creating a space where others feel safe to explore their own authenticity. Take a moment and reflect on the old version of yourself, not to dwell in the past, but to honor how far you've come. That version of you might have struggled with boundaries, saying yes to things that drained you, or staying in situations that stifled your spirit. You may have sought validation from others, doubting your decisions or second-guessing your worth. But look at you now, chosen one. You've shed that old skin, and you stand before the world in all your glory, free to live and love without apology. Embrace this transformation. Know that it's not just the end of an old story, it's the beginning of something extraordinary, something uniquely yours. Chosen one, you've reached an incredible milestone in your journey, one that has been marked by challenges, growth, and a profound transformation. The new identity you've embraced didn't appear overnight. It was forged in the fire of your trials, shaped through moments of doubt and resilience, and strengthened by the courage it took to release what no longer served you. Every decision to prioritize your growth, every uncomfortable stretch into the unknown, and every moment you let go of what didn't align with your higher self brought you closer to this powerful transformation. Let's be real, this journey wasn't always easy. Letting go of the old version of yourself meant confronting fears, releasing relationships or habits that kept you tethered to your past, and stepping into the unknown. There were times when it felt lonely, like you were leaving behind parts of your life that once gave you comfort. But chosen one, everything you released was clearing space for something greater to enter. The growth you've undergone has allowed you to step into a life that feels expansive and aligned, a life where you no longer have to chase after validation, love, or success. Instead, you attract the energy that mirrors the strength and confidence you now carry. Your essence speaks louder than any external validation could ever. This is not about arrogance, but about self-assurance. It's about knowing you deserve the best, not because of entitlement, but because you've put in the work. You've faced your fears, healed your wounds, and done the inner work necessary to transform into someone who now stands tall, grounded in their truth. You've learned that setting boundaries isn't just a way of protecting your peace, it's a way of honoring your worth. You've cultivated a level of self-love and self-respect that attracts only the energy and experiences that align with who you are becoming. And as you step into this new identity, it's crucial to take a moment to honor your journey. Celebrate the strengths it took to get here, the courage to make hard decisions, the resilience in facing your fears, and the growth you've experienced in the process. Acknowledge the lessons you've learned and the person you've become. You didn't just stumble into this version of yourself, you created it, step by step, with intention and grace. But remember, this is only the beginning. Stepping into your new identity is not a destination, it's the start of a new chapter in your life. This version of you will continue to evolve, grow, and shine even brighter. With each step forward, you'll uncover new layers of your potential, uncover new opportunities, and continue to align with your purpose. The ripple effect of your transformation cannot be overlooked. The people around you are watching, even if they don't say it. They're noticing the way you carry yourself, the way you honor your truth, and the way you unapologetically embrace your light. Your journey is inspiring others, even if they haven't yet expressed it. Without even realizing it, you are showing them what's possible, encouraging them to believe in their own power, set their own boundaries, and step into their own authenticity. In this process, you've become a beacon of possibility, a living example of what happens when someone steps into their truth. And by embracing your new identity, you're not just changing your life, you're creating a ripple effect that will inspire and touch countless others. So as you continue forward, don't forget to nurture your new identity. Keep prioritizing your growth, protect your energy, and surround yourself with people who celebrate your light. Release the fear of being too much or too different. You are exactly as you are meant to be, and the world needs all of your brilliance. Keep shining, chosen one. The best is yet to come. Chosen one, now that you've stepped into your new identity, it's crucial to continue prioritizing your growth, protecting your energy, and surrounding yourself with those who celebrate your light. The world needs your radiance, but in order to shine brightly, you must keep nurturing your inner strength and confidence. Let go of the fear of being too much or too different. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. This is your time to thrive, chosen one. Embrace your transformation with pride and confidence, knowing that every piece of peace, joy, and success you're about to receive is something you've earned. Trust the process. Trust yourself. You are exactly where you need to be, and the best is yet to come. Walk forward boldly and shine unapologetically because the world is better for it. In this new chapter, embrace a profound truth: your light isn't just for you, it's for the world. The journey you've taken, the growth you've achieved, and the transformation you continue to experience are all beacons of hope. Your story, your resilience, and your courage inspire more people than you realize, even those who may have doubted or misunderstood you. People are noticing. They can't ignore the shift in your energy, the glow that surrounds you. It's not just your words or actions that inspire others, it's your presence. There is something magnetic about how you carry yourself now. A quiet confidence radiates from you, a confidence that says, "I know who I am, and I'm not afraid to shine." This energy is contagious. It sparks something in those around you, encouraging them to question their limitations and dream bigger. You're not simply showing them what's possible, you're embodying it. You are no longer just surviving, chosen one. You are thriving. And this thriving goes beyond just material success or external accomplishments. It's about alignment, inner peace, and living with purpose. It's about being true to yourself unapologetically and authentically. When people see you thriving, they are inspired to believe they, too, can rise to their own potential. But this is not just about being an inspiration. It's about creating a lasting impact. As you rise, you create ripples of change that extend far beyond your own life. Every time you show up authentically, every moment of kindness you offer, and every time you share your story, you are planting seeds of transformation in others. Your energy uplifts those around you, empowering them to step into their own truth and embrace their own journey. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you crossed paths with someone whose energy left a lasting mark on you? Maybe they didn't speak much, but their presence, their authenticity, their light stayed with you long after they were gone. That is exactly what you're doing now, chosen one. You're leaving a legacy not just through your words, but through the way you live your truth. And here's the most beautiful part: you don't have to force it. You don't have to strategize or plan your light to shine. It happens naturally when you live in alignment with your truth. You are radiating your authentic self, and people are drawn to that energy, whether you realize it or not. It's important to understand, though, that sharing your light with the world doesn't mean you need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are not here to save everyone or to fix every problem. Your job is simply to be who you are unapologetically, authentically, and with grace. Your energy will find those who need it the most, and you will inspire them to step into their own light as well. So continue to protect your peace, chosen one, and trust that your light will continue to make waves. Your thriving journey is not just about you, it's about the ripple effect that empowers others to believe in their own power and their own capacity to change the world. Let your presence be the spark that ignites others' flames.
The people who encounter your energy can't help but be uplifted, empowered, and encouraged to step into their own truth. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you crossed paths with someone whose presence left an indelible mark on you? Perhaps they didn't say much, but their energy, their authenticity, and their light lingered long after they were gone. That is the profound impact you are having now, chosen one. You are leaving a legacy of hope, inspiration, and transformation, not just through the words you speak, but through the way you live.
Your presence, the way you carry yourself, the way you live your truth, is a beacon to those around you. You're not just inspiring others with your actions, but with your being. Your light shines so brightly that it calls to those who are ready to step into their own greatness. And here's the most beautiful part of this whole process: you don't have to try to make it happen. You don't need to force your light to shine, nor do you have to strategize about how to inspire others. Your light shines brightest when you simply allow yourself to be. When you live in alignment with your truth, your purpose, and your highest self, the impact flows naturally, effortlessly, and powerfully. But let's take a moment to acknowledge the responsibility that comes with this. Sharing your light with the world doesn't mean you have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are not here to save everyone or to fix all their problems. You don't need to take on the emotional burdens of others or try to heal every wounded soul. Your role is to show others what's possible when they choose to do the work for themselves. You can't walk their journey for them, but you can inspire them to walk their own. At the same time, it's vital to protect your energy. As your light grows brighter, more people will be drawn to it. This is beautiful, but not all of them will come with pure intentions. Some may seek to bask in the warmth of your glow without contributing anything meaningful in return, while others might try to dim your light because your radiance makes them uncomfortable or highlights areas in their own lives where they feel stuck. This is where your boundaries become crucial, chosen one. Protecting your light is not selfish, it's necessary for your well-being and for your continued impact. When you honor your energy, when you prioritize your self-care and well-being, you ensure that your light remains strong, steady, and capable of making the lasting impact it's meant to make. You need to be at your best in order to serve the world in the way you're destined to. Think of it like a flame. If you don't nurture and protect it, it will eventually burn out. But when you take care of yourself, your flame can grow brighter, wider, and touch more lives. The world needs your light more than ever, chosen one. We're living in a time when hope can feel scarce, when authenticity is rare, and when people are yearning for something real and grounded. Your light is that something real. It's a reminder that transformation is possible, that resilience is powerful, and that love both for yourself and for others is the ultimate force for change. Every time you share your truth, every time you radiate your authentic self, you are planting the seeds of hope in others. You are showing them that they can rise too. You are a living, breathing reminder that no matter where someone is on their journey, they have the power to transform. In a world that often feels divided and disconnected, your energy brings people together. Your story and the courage it takes to walk this path inspire others to believe in themselves and in the possibility of a brighter future. Never underestimate the power of simply being yourself. When you stand firm in your truth, you create space for others to do the same. And in doing so, you become part of a ripple effect of change, a force that encourages and empowers others to step into their own light. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Every time you choose to protect your energy, to honor your light, and to share your truth, you are becoming a part of a collective movement toward transformation and authenticity. So continue shining brightly, chosen one. The world is waiting for the impact only you can make. Every time you share your truth, every time you choose love over fear, you step into your power. In doing so, you're creating a ripple effect that touches lives you may never even know about. Think about it: the cashier you smiled at today, the friend you encouraged, the stranger who overheard your uplifting words. Each of them is feeling the impact of your light. They may not show it, and you may never see the change, but that doesn't make it any less significant. The energy you put into the world has power beyond what you can imagine. This ripple effect doesn't stop with your immediate circle. It extends out into the world, influencing people and situations in ways you might never fully comprehend. Your light has the potential to inspire one person, who in turn inspires someone else. Before you know it, a chain reaction of positive change is set in motion. This is the gift you've been given, and it's the gift you're meant to share with the world. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every time you show up as your authentic self, you're planting seeds of transformation. But let's not forget, chosen one, your light isn't just for others, it's also for you. Your growth, your joy, and your fulfillment matter just as much as anyone else's. You deserve to bask in the warmth of your own radiance, to celebrate your journey, and to feel the love and gratitude that comes from living a life in alignment with your truth. It's easy to get caught up in giving and uplifting others, but it's equally important to nourish your own soul. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and by taking care of yourself, you ensure that your light continues to shine brightly and powerfully. Now, as you step boldly into this new chapter, embrace the magnitude of your light and the impact it has on the world. Trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Everything you've experienced, every trial and triumph, has prepared you for this moment. Your journey has shaped you into someone who is now a force of nature, a beacon of hope, and a catalyst for transformation. The world desperately needs your light, but more importantly, you need your light. Let it guide you, nourish you, and remind you of the incredible gift it is to simply be. You are meant for greatness. The best is yet to come, and the world is eagerly waiting for what only you can bring. But remember, this isn't the end of your journey, it's just the beginning of an exciting new chapter. Keep moving forward, trusting in your path, and knowing that everything is aligning in your favor. The road may not always be smooth, but it's leading you to something extraordinary. The world is watching, chosen one. Show them what's possible, and as you do, never forget just how extraordinary you are. Here's my advice: keep showing up as your true self. Trust the process, even when it feels challenging. Lean into the discomfort because that's often where the most growth happens. And as you shine your light, remember that you don't need to have everything figured out. Life isn't about perfection, it's about alignment, authenticity, and progress. Stay rooted in your truth and let everything else flow naturally. Keep moving with intention, and don't let fear or doubt hold you back. You are more than capable of achieving all you desire, and you're worthy of every bit of success and peace that comes your way. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness, chosen one. Keep shining unapologetically.